party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Um, there is a lot to discuss. We're going to be discussing. Um, I think at this point we can say that it's a war. I don't even know if you can call it a war. Let me be honest with you. So when you see a 30-year-old man get into a fist fight with an 8-year-old kid, do you consider that a fight? So I don't know if we can call this a war, in all honesty. I do want to say this before we even get into any of the things in which we're talking about. I want to give. Have y'all noticed? So there's this league group called Jews for Free Palestine. They have been active, really, really active as of late. They've been really active as of late. I just thought that we should bring some attention to their plight and to the efforts that they're putting forth. Just like if Black Lives Matter was doing something in a situation, we would talk about them. So there's a couple of things I saw them doing in Canada, but now I'm thinking those might be the individuals that pulled up on the White House. For everybody that don't know, some Jewish activists. I don't know what to call them because they're not being activists for the Jewish people. They're being activists for the Palestinian people, right? Anyway, in any regard, they pulled up to the White House and they basically blocked all entrances. Freaking Secret Service had to go out there and get physical with them. It's dope footage. I'm just saying. It's dope footage. Go check it out. It's absolutely incredible footage. So I just want to mention this. This is the part that so they're pushing and shoving these people and they're not yelling anything back at them. And so, like when we protest and the police show up and shit, now they start grabbing people and yanking people. We cursing them back. That's so. So the Secret Service is pulling up on them. And I seen it, and I'm like thinking about that. No one was yelling. They were just getting pushed and shoved and thrown to the ground. It was incredible in any regard. Just something. Just go look at the footage if you can find it. Obviously I haven't seen all the footage, and I'm not saying there was no yelling. I just guess I don't remember hearing the yelling to the degree that I would expect to be fair. With that being said, there's also been a lot of protests in New York City. Chuck Schumer, they flooded the street in front of his crib, letting him know that they were against Gaza being attacked. Once again, we're talking about the Jewish community. So I'm assuming I don't want to just assume everybody that's black is with Black Lives Matter. That's kind of racist. So I don't want to assume that they're with Jews for Free Palestine. But they weren't at Chuck Schumer's house and they were protesting against the war. If that's what we're calling it, because it just doesn't seem like that's what it is. We're going to be talking about 6ix9ine today. Also, I meant to mention that I just got into this so far, and I'm already, and so we're going to stay on it. But we will be talking about 6ix9ine today. A couple of more things I want to mention, and then I'm going to explain what we're going to discuss with 6ix9ine, and then we'll get back to this. But there's a couple of things I want to mention. So, and this is just something that I need for us to really hold into our frontal lobe. Hold it right there. If the internet didn't exist, we wouldn't have the slightest idea of what is going on over here. Our media literally showed us a video of a rocket being shot by Hamas, turning back around and blowing up their own buildings. and then said that that's the one that hit the hospital, even after Israel already took credit for it. I'm going to get deeper into that in a minute. But after they already said, nah, we did that, the news is literally putting out that, nah, they didn't do that. These other guys really did that, even though they accepting credit. They backed down off of accepting that credit also, just so we can be clear, but we'll discuss that. Also today, we're going to be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. So apparently, one, he's still in jail. Two, you know the dudes that got beat up, the dudes that got roughed up, the dudes that got beat up, the dudes that all of the things happened to them that they did not want to. One guy said, I got hit more times than he's ever got hit in his life, accumulated together and added up. So that's what he said, fam. I don't know what to tell you. But he said something that's tantamount to that, basically. In any regard. They're trying to sue him for $10 million a piece. These guys are like, these injuries, they're expensive. So they're trying to sue him for $10 million a piece. I don't know how that's gonna work. It doesn't look, I don't think that's gonna work. But I'm expecting that, you know, he might want to just be done with this and he's gonna give them something. But fam, I mean, you're supposed to start high, but not like high. In any regard. In any regard, we're going to be discussing that later. I'm pretty sure that we have a lot of, because y'all got to show up into the chat. So obviously we got to discuss Tekashi 6ix9ine, because when we do discuss them, there's people in the chat that are interested. So that's a topic that we have to cover. Just, that's what it is. So if anybody comes here and they're like, yo, man, why are you making these Tekashi videos? I'm going to make videos to the videos that the audience responds to. So if the audience responds to Tekashi videos, then I'm going to make Tekashi videos. If there's videos that you want me to make, you'll be in here discussing it with me, correct? Just saying. Anything else just sounds like undue criticism. Why is my not looking like that? So I want to say something real quick. And obviously, whenever we have these conversations about politics, one of the main things that I do is I want to talk about our politicians, because we have to know how we're gonna vote. Like, this is important. The people that run our country. Y'all keep bashing Trump, but I want to say something. When Trump was president, we didn't have these problems. We might have had other issues, but we didn't have these problems. We didn't have thousands of people being killed in other countries from wars that didn't need to start. We didn't have those problems. Not when Trump was president. So you can say whatever you want about Trump this, Trump that. Look, he did these things and he did those things. And what I'm going to say is, did he do the job? Did he do the job? Because y'all criticizing all of these things that he did personally, but did he do the job? Was the job done appropriately? That's the part that people miss out. See, that's what happens when we decide that we're going to only listen to the people that we can tolerate and like, and we're not going to listen to the people who actually know what the fuck they're talking about. That's what happens. Our activists are going to try to explain to you how the next individuals that they tell you to vote for are the right ones this time. How can they have gotten this so incorrect? We're America. We're supposed to stand on certain standards and be for certain types of people, especially if you're a Democrat, because that's what your whole entire platform is allegedly built on. So whenever there's an oppressed people, the Democrats don't have the right. They don't have the privilege of opposing that set of people. They don't have the privilege. Because that's what your platform is built on. Your whole entire reason why we're supposed to vote Democrat is because they care so much about the downtrodden people of America. How could you tell me that you could care about your own downtrodden, but just not the downtrodden that you see? It's supposed to be a thing that's in your heart, not a thing that's politically motivated. Am I wrong about that? So you're trying to tell me Joe Biden, first of all, Joe Biden, don't even know why anybody voted for him. Every single person who voted for Joe Biden, I need for you to understand the mistake that you made. And I don't want to hear he was the lesser of two evils. Because when Trump was our president, we were literally doing better. The Democrats count on you wanting to count the next person's pockets. I'm going to say that again. The Democrats count on you counting the next person's pockets. So the Democrats count on you caring about how much money these big companies are making. Because as long as they can have you envious of that, jealous of that, angry at that, they can convince you that taxing those companies more money is a good idea. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of business 101. Go talk to somebody that runs a business and ask them if I'm wrong. When you get new expenses, you pass that to the customer. Just explaining why Joe Biden taxing the companies the worst or the biggest tax of all time is a bad idea for the American people. So he's destroying America, just so we can be clear. And now there is we're calling it a war going on against the people in the Gaza Strip. And America has just sent their fleet to help the people attacking hospitals. That would never be Donald Trump. That would never be Donald Trump. That would never be Donald Trump. Never. That would never be Donald Trump. I promise you it wouldn't. I promise you it wouldn't. Did y'all see when Donald Trump went and some prime minister got in his way and he slapped pushed the prime minister to the side? Did y'all see that shit? Oh, that's what the crackheads are telling people. The crackheads are telling people that I'm got HIV or some shit. That's what the crackheads are telling people? Well, I mean, whatever, fam. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. What's gonna happen when it gets found out that I don't? Then what happens? Where does that go from there? Where does that go from there? It's just another lie. You understand? So there's nothing I could do about that. Whatever lies y'all plan on telling, just go for it, fam. There's nothing I could do about it. It's just another lie that's gonna be proven to be wrong, and then the people that's telling the lie, people are just gonna be looking at them like, damn, them motherfuckers is evil. Because that's some evil shit to do. Damn, them motherfuckers is evil. So, because I'm not going nowhere. um, so I want to be sorry about that. My apologies. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want there to be zero misunderstanding here. Y'all elected a president that has decided. What up, Smoke Rebel? Y'all elected a president that has decided that they're going to side with a force that is shooting missiles at hospitals. So let's discuss that for a moment. So the head main doctor did a news telecast. Y'all know that, right? So he did an interview. Let me explain something else first before we get there. So when all of this first happened, one of the first things that Israel did was cut off the water, cut off the heat, cut off their electricity, cut off their ability to like use the internet, cut everything off. Never missed. Boom. That's what they did, right? That's what they're being accused of. I think they actually admitted that they did this. So everybody can understand what this is. That's a war crime. I just want you to know this. I'm going to say that again. When this initially happened, when this started, Israel, and this is out of their own admission, just so we could be clear, cut off the water, electricity, heat, I guess gas, and their ability to use the internet. Boom. Just so we could be clear, those are war crimes. So apparently they were trying to cut off the Gaza Strip's ability to be able to get information out. So with that understanding, remember when we went to Desert Storm and those troops, some of those troops were coming back and they were telling y'all about all of these horrible things that happened over there? I know some people that was out there. I know some people that was went to Afghanistan. I know people that had went to and served in some of these places. You meet people. I meet a lot of people. I'm not telling those stories. So we're not going to do that. But I will say this. They were trying to prevent the people in the Gaza Strip from being able to get information out of the Gaza Strip so the rest of the world could know what's going on. That's manipulation. In any regard. Just think about all of those times before the invention of the internet at the what we know as it of now, the ability to instantly put information out to the rest of the world. Think about all the times America went into the Middle East and all these other countries. They're just siding with people that blew up a building, man. A hospital. Not just a building, but a hospital. Okay, so the doctor gets on the air and he's being, he has the podium, he has the other doctors around him, and the doctor says that he talked to a head official in Israel after the shit happened. And the nigga he said that he might be lying. What do I know? I don't know. He might be lying. But he said that they took responsibility. And not just that. They said, we told y'all to evacuate. Also, a couple of didn't they publicly say that they was gonna shoot at a hospital? I'm not sure about that. I heard somebody say that they had threatened them with that. I believe that dude said that they had already threatened that they was going to shoot at a hospital because they had told everybody to evacuate the hospitals. They didn't want the people in the hospitals working to help save people's lives, apparently, which has to be a war crime. So Israel's reasoning is actually legitimate. You just still can't do it. I'm going to say that again. Israel's reasoning is legitimate. You just still can't do it. So this is what I gleaned before I finish telling you what I'm telling you. This is what I gleaned, just so we could be clear. Israel is saying that the Hamas leaders are hiding in places that they can't attack. I'm going to say that again. So Israel is saying that the Hamas leaders are hiding in places that they can't attack, that they can't shoot with missiles. You still can't shoot a hospital, just so we could be clear. So that's their reasoning for shooting at civilian areas. But I just want to be clear on this. Benjamin Netanyahu himself came out and said that he deems every single nobody is innocent. He said. I think that's literally the words that he used. Y'all know how we do over here. Every single time we discuss a story, we discuss the facts. That's why every time we start and at the beginning of a conversation, I always give both sides equal value. And as that conversation then grows and turns into something, it's only done through facts. So basically, he's saying that the lead official took responsibility for shooting the hospital. Now, this is where it twists. When this became public knowledge and the rest of the world knew about the hospital exploding, obviously people are, hospitals have newborn babies. Everybody keep thinking about the babies that were already children and alive. And that's terrible. I mean, what the hell, man? But the hospital also has newborn babies. Also by hitting the hospital, you're killing some of the smartest people in the region, the doctors. Anyway, I mean, we're talking strategy and war, right? I think if you're really looking at it and paying attention. If you need to start a society, what do you need? Doctors and scientists. What do hospitals have? Doctors and scientists. I think sometimes we don't really understand we're talking about that conflict over there, but I need to say something about American blacks. Sometimes we don't really understand how important it is for us to want our children to be something more than celebrities, for us to want to have our children out there in the world doing other types of things with their minds. Because how can we be independent of other influences if we can't even be interdependent on each other? You know? Other races, not that we don't, but the highlights of other races will be the doctor, will be the lawyer in the family, the doctor in the family, the scholar. In any regard. So they hit the hospital. So yeah. I'm not sure, and I'm just being honest with you. So China weighed in on this. Y'all hear about this? China. China, a country, a nation that's known, notoriously known, for oppressing their own people, and apparently have been accused of genocide multiple times by the American public on regions of their own people. Now, American media, pardon me. Now, I want to be clear about something. Y'all do understand I'm saying that I don't think you should be trusting the American media on foreign affair policies, correct? Because I don't even think they have the ability to put out anything other than what the White House tells them that they could say on certain things. Remember, the First Amendment is freedom of speech. But while y'all consistently think that that means that you could just say whatever you want about whoever you want to whoever you want, what that really means is it gives the American citizen and the press the ability to criticize the government without getting any reprisal. So I want to be clear on this. Our media shouldn't feel like they have to say something that the government wants them to say in order to be able to have access. But that's what it is. So I'm asking, after seeing the way our media has handled that situation with the building that got the hospital that got hit, how confident are you that everything that they say that's going on in China is actually what's going on in China? So now listen, I guess you call him the prime minister. I don't know what they call these guys of China. He gets on the damn thing. He's talking. First of all, he says, why does everybody say we need Trump back? Why are there even countries, people that run other countries? It was either him or I think it was the North Korean guy. I know he said it for a fact. But check this out. They're speaking against the situation in the Gaza Strip. Now listen and pay attention. Listen and pay attention. Do y'all remember a couple of months ago, maybe even a year ago, there was the whole BRICS movement? We had a whole bunch of nations that started saying that the American dollar was not going to be their strongest dollar no more. Boom. We're not going to trade exclusively in that. It all started because we had a agreement that we had with, I believe, Saudi Arabia and a couple of other Arab nations had lapsed. It's over. The agreement doesn't exist anymore. It actually went away when Obama was still president. So what had happened was those nations had agreed that they will only sell their crude, their oil, to other nations using the American dollar. So that made the American dollar really, really popular, because that means that all the other nations, the only money that the Arabs would trade with them for this oil, that they needed oil, the only money that they would trade for them would be the American dollar. So that made the American dollar really, really popular. In exchange, America said that they will protect their oil fields. Boom, just so y'all can know what was going on. In any regard, that lapsed. That doesn't exist anymore. So now they could trade in any dollar that they want. So now, China, I don't know what North Korea is doing, pardon me. China, Iran, and Russia were spearheading the whole BRICS movement. What that was is that's going to replace the American dollar as the main source of currency in other countries. You've seen, I think the Panama, they doing it now too, or some countries down there also. So a whole lot of other countries join this. Now, hold on before I go any further. You had African nations that said that now they're going to also join the BRICS. And these are nations that they said Russia showed up and gave them like millions or billions of dollars or some shit, and they didn't even want anything in return. They said whenever America show up and America is willing to give us some money, we got to do shit. Like, we got to do shit we don't want to do. That's what they were saying. Like, they could keep those American politics over there in America. And that's when you started seeing African nations, I forgot which nation it is, it's one nation in particular, they made the whole gay thing, like, you can't do it. If you on that type of time, you go to jail for life or we kill you. Right? So look, listen, pay attention. So that basically means that Russia, Iran, and China, those three in particular I'm speaking on, have some kind of alliance, correct? Because they were spearheading the whole BRICS movement, correct? So now listen. Iran is the people who was backing the freaking people, the Hamas. So if Iran is backing the Hamas, and now you hear China coming out and speaking about what's happening over there. You had Russia speaking out against what's happening over there. This is feeling like 1941 all over again. Oh, India's pissed too, because India got beef with Canada, pardon me. What up, truth is the key. India got a problem with Canada, by the way. Go look up that shit. They pissed at Canada. They said some Canadian officials did some stuff, and they can't never come back to India again. This is a fact. I don't know what anybody else is doing with their time, but I promise you, I'm not doing nothing. Did I say that right? I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. Because nothing's a negative, and not is a negative. So if I say I'm not doing nothing, that means that's a double negative, meaning it's a positive. I'm doing nothing. So I'm not doing nothing. Said it right the first time. But then if that makes it a double negative, that makes it a positive, that means I'm doing something. Bang! I'm not doing nothing. I'm enjoying myself. In any regard, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. China has spoken out against what's happening over there in the Gaza Strip. Iran has said that if this shit don't calm down, we got to do something. So what do y'all think is really going on? This shit is feeling like 1941 all over again. What do you think is going to happen when them terrorist cells in America, because you know they exist, fam, let's not act like they don't, decide to activate? What are you going to do? You know they exist, right? We're not going to act like they don't. They was here already, but now they definitely here. The borders opened up. They reinforcements came through by now. Shout out to the Democrats. Not a real shout out. I want to be clear on this. I want there to be zero misunderstanding. How's it looking outside? I don't know. Is it warm outside? You have two nations in Iran and another nation in China. And they're looking at the situation that's going on, and they're openly saying that this has to stop. You have a nation in America who says that they implicitly stand with Israel and whatever the hell Israel is doing. So America don't even care. And these are your officials that you elected. Because Donald Trump sent out tweets that offended women. Because he said things and he was too brash. Because y'all didn't like his tone of voice. So we had to just elect the guy that now we got a two-front war going on over there in what one is in Asia and the other one's in the Middle East. We got a two-front war going on right now because y'all didn't like the way this nigga talked. Y'all didn't like his tone. He didn't acquiesce to your demands. That's soft thinking. That's how suckers think. I'm sorry. You didn't do what I want you to do, so now I'm going to get even. Even though you're right. That's how suckers think. Tell me where I'm wrong at, fam. Tell me what I just said right there in that context that is wrong. That's how suckers think. I don't want to hear, but Donald Trump this, but Donald Trump that. Donald Trump also put across a bill that stopped the that negated the 95 crime bill. Donald Trump did that. All of those presidents that did nothing about getting that off of the fucking books. Donald Trump is the one that did something about getting the 95 crime bill off the books. He hate black people though. Did they tell you that, or you just was not even gonna know that? You just, going off of your emotions. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that Donald Trump made it so that no woman while giving birth could be in handcuffs ever again? He wrote that. Did they tell you about that? That now, even if a woman is in jail, even if a woman is in prison, even if a woman is in custody of the police, if she goes into labor, they cannot put handcuffs on her. Did you know that Donald Trump is the one that did that? I'm just asking. That's all. So he's such a terrible person. But I think people are just having a selective memory. Malcolm X said, they'll have you loving your oppressor and hating your liberator. The media. Now think about why you hate Donald Trump. You hate Donald Trump because of things you heard about him. What you're gonna say? But he got all of those files and he kept them in a garage. Those, yeah, and so did a lot of presidents because sometimes you take your work home with you. So when they go, the Smithsonian goes and opens up an exhibit and they need to get shit for the exhibit, they go to the families because they took things from the White House. It's an accepted practice. Just understand who you're hating. If you're just hating a person and you don't care about right and wrong, I say that. That's all I'm saying. Say that. I don't even care about right and wrong. I just hate that person. Say that. Understand when your mindset is that who you're working for, though. Just understand that. Understand who you're working for. I'm going to tell you something that I don't like about the situation that happened in. And that's the belief that, I don't know if I should say that. I'll wait. A good reason will come up. I'll wait. A good reason will come up. I'm going to wait. I was going to say a thing, but I'll wait. A good reason will come up. Give it about a week. Give it about a week. A good reason will come up. And then I'll think of it again. And I'll say it then. Because saying it right now is just, I think it'll be just too soon. I think that there's enough room for the powers that be to understand that they were on the wrong side of history. And in order for them to try to fix that, they'll do a different tactic that isn't what they're currently doing to achieve their goal. So they're trying to achieve a goal. They want that area for whatever the reason is. They want to remove those people, but those people don't have nowhere to go. You understand? These aren't the people that got anywhere to go. The wildest part in the world is this. America's taking in all of them fucking migrants from every damn nation. Like they're saving them from another country, right? We got to take in these migrants because their own countries is so barbarous. It's so devilish and evil and mean. So we taking these people in so we can save their lives. And then they go. And say that no matter what Israel does, Biden and his administration is going to stand with them. You know, there is a... and this is what I mean by y'all just vote for anybody. Not that you shouldn't vote for him. I'm just saying. But how many of y'all, especially the people that voted for Biden, know that he claimed himself to be a Zionist? He said, you don't have to be Jewish to be a Zionist. I'm a Zionist. He said that. There's an interview. I saw and heard him. What time we got? 9:19. I don't know. I'm thinking about going outside. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I do want to say this. And just so we can be clear. Yeah, why don't we go outside? I'm thinking about it. I'm like, thinking about it. It's not bad outside. I should check and see. I don't know. It don't look like it's gonna be a particularly sunny day. It looks like there's gonna be a big overcast. Yeah, it's too much of an overcast. Because remember, I don't have light when I go outside, right? So if it's too much of an overcast, you're not gonna really be able to see me. My camera's not the best condition. With that overcast, let's wait for a while and see if it clears up some. I don't think it's gonna though. In any regard. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm not gonna tell y'all why. Let's go outside. Let me see how warm or not warm it is. Can I use a jacket? I think I could just take a jacket. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, give me 1 second. I literally watched 2 crackheads walking in front of me, whispering to everybody that they walked past and saying something, and then these people were turning around and looking at me with a disgusted look on their face. So a troll came up in here this morning and they put into the chat that basically they're going around my neighborhood telling people that I do, I don't know, disgusting things. I'm not even going to say it. And in addition to that, I allegedly, they're telling people I do have HIV. Just so we could be clear, these are all bananas things. They're trying to, because what I've done with most of this platform for the longest period of time is I've always been trying to encourage supporting or being supportive of, children and kids things and shit like that. So I guess that's what they're trying to do. Make it so that nobody, so that's why I told you, I'm not going to do nothing. If y'all want me to, if those people don't want me to go over there with the football, I told you they was going to try to do the thing because the football people said they wanted to work with me. If those people say they don't want to work with me, it's fine with me. Remember, I need for you to understand one thing. I'm just looking for a project to get involved in. It's probably even better if I don't get involved with nobody's project and I just create one myself. Maybe that's what God wants me to do. I'm about to have the equipment in a minute now, so yeah, maybe that's what God wants me to do. The shame is going to be when people realize that all of those things were lies. That's what you're banking on, that you're going to win. The shame is when you lose and everybody knows that those things are lies. That's going to be the shame. You're banking that you're going to win now. Give me 1 second. Which I think is insane considering all of the times God literally pulled up in my life in front of the world. So I just think that that's insane to think that, you're going to win. If God keeps pulling up for me and making itself obvious. Like, that's crazy. But, fuck it. I think I could wear a jacket. I don't think I have to wear a whole coat. I don't think I have to wear a coat. I think I could wear a jacket. Give me 1 moment. It's not very bright outside. It's like no sun. It's like it's an overcast. It's gonna get up to what, 60, 61, I think. Hold on. Yeah, so we're going outside specifically because people are just lying about who I am. We're going outside specifically for that reason. I just want to be clear on this. I literally wasn't even thinking about going outside today because it's overcast. It's not even, I don't know. But specifically because of that situation, I'm like, fuck it. All right, let's do it. Go outside. Oh shit. Pardon my language. Yeah, so fuck it, right? All you gotta do is outlast the lie. That's the thing about a lie. All you gotta do is outlast it. I'm not going nowhere. All you gotta do is outlast the lie. That's the thing about a lie. I've outlasted a lot of lies. And I'm telling you, the people that tell them usually look pretty bad after the fact. All you gotta do is outlast the lie. That's the only way people could actually attack me is by lying. So, I've outlasted a lot of lies, fam. Just so we can be clear. A lot. Damn near superpower. Come on, let's go outside. This ain't really an outside day. I mean, I ain't big a big jacket. This is really not an outside day. Hold on, let me fix my clothes. It's not really outside there. Well, my camera's all effed up and shit. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. And I forgot my wallet. All right, my fault, y'all. Our numbers is going up. In any regard. All right, so back to what we talking about. So, I don't know, it just looks bad. Like I say all the time, just got to pray for peace, man. Like, that's what I say. Because, look, at the end of the day, and I want to be clear about this, I'm not over there. I don't know what's happening. But I do know that the way that the news is reporting is the way that the news has consistently always been reporting on these matters, right? But now we're getting information that's coming out of the region that's conflicting with what the news is saying. So has the news always been saying things that have been erroneous to us? Have they always been lying? Have they always been fabricating a story and giving it to the American public so we have a reason to believe that going to war was a good reason on people who aren't, that can't even fight back? Because that's basically what's happening right now. I get it. The Hamas created a situation and started a thing. But enough has already been done in my belief. Like more than enough has already been done. Like, right? Like at what point do we decide, like if, God forbid, America gets invaded, right? How, and I want to be clear about something. I think people think it's harder than it actually is. It's not as hard as people think it'll be. Because when I say invaded, I think that you might think I mean that they're gonna like have like parachuters coming out the sky or boats pulling up with people in it. No. We already opened up our southern border. The main thing that Trump had been saying we needed to stop doing. What Trump literally said, terrorists are coming through the southern borders, and fucking the Democrats called him a damn xenophobe. They said he's xenophobic. At this point, you can literally make a television show, probably a series, literally a series can be created on all the things that Trump said that was actually true, that the Democrats call him a liar. That can be a program thing. This is no cap. I be forgetting, I hate when I talk like that because that's not proper English, but I sometimes forget. Morning, my brother. I sometimes forget that Trump said something. And then what'll end up happening is some politician will, say whatever he's saying, whatever, I don't know what the fuck. And then it'll be a lie because it'll be the contrast to what they said previously. And then you'll come to find out that now they're saying the exact same thing that Trump had said. They're just trying to use different words. I want to be clear about something. You know how they keep talking about there's illegal immigrants in America? Do you get it yet? Pardon me. Do you see how New York City mayor keeps saying it's not the migrants, it's the illegal immigrants? He's literally telling you that there's people coming over into our country that aren't the ones that they're wanting to come over into our country. He's literally telling you that. Let me cross the street. How are they? Thank you. How are they getting into the country? He's literally telling you because they know. You understand? They know. They just fucking Democrats, man. Fucking Democrats. So whenever you hear Eric Adams talking about illegal immigrants is doing this, illegal immigrants is doing that, it's because they're letting in the migrants, but some of the migrants that they're letting in, they know that they're letting in people that they're not supposed to. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, so migrants are coming in. So those are people that's running from their own countries, because basically the shit that's happening in their own country is the shit that's happening in the Gaza Strip, but at a smaller level. Like they're being euthanized and all types of other bullshit, right? So they come in and they're running away from their country, and then they're coming through our southern borders because they're seeking asylum, correct? Okay, so why is most of these people coming through grown-ass fucking men? What nation has more men than women, fam? What nation has more, what fucking nation has more men than women? So why is it all of these men coming through our southern borders and not as many women and children? I mean, what the fuck, fam? And just so we could be clear, I'm literally talking about that. You could go downtown in Manhattan if you're in New York City, and you can see the people that's waiting on the lines. Those are most of them. It's way too many men. Tell me where the lie at, fam. Tell me one thing that I'm saying that's incorrect. People try to tell you that you shouldn't take my word like I know what I'm talking about, but tell me one thing that I'm saying that's incorrect. Put it into the chat. I say this every single day. Once every week or two, we get one person that comes in here and finds something that I'm actually saying incorrect. Please, I hope it's today. What am I saying that's incorrect? Or am I literally just repeating facts that I've remembered to you? I'm not even talking about my opinion. We cross the street because the kids is getting off the school bus and shit. And I don't know how much cursing I'm going to be doing, nor do I think that this is a topic to be discussing with children. Good morning. How y'all doing today? All right. Yeah, so I don't think this is the topic. So yeah, so we got to cross the street, school buses. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. What's up, my brother? All right. Chilling. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Iran is the people that gave them the money and the resources in order to go and do what they did, the Hamas, to Israel that started this whole conflict, right? Iran. Iran is also one of the heads of the BRICS movement with China and Russia, correct? Russia and China have both come out already and spoke out against what's happening in the Gaza Strip, correct? How much longer do you think that people are going to put resources behind their words? Especially knowing they get the opportunity to get into a fight with America. And they've been dying to get into a fight with America. Didn't you hear what fucking Trump, what Putin said when he pulled up on the Ukraine? He told them niggas, yo, if I sniff y'all niggas on my doorstep. So tell me where the lie at, fam. Tell me one thing I'm saying that's wrong. Tell me one thing I'm saying that's wrong. Put it in the chat. They dying to get into a conflict with America. Tell me one thing I'm saying that's wrong. They tell you to hate me. They tell you I don't know what I'm talking about. They tell you I'm crazy. Tell me one thing that I'm saying that's wrong. They say all of these things about me. It's like these things are lies. What's up, my brother? Sure. All right. They tell you all of these things about me. It sounds like all of these things that they say is lies. It sounds like there's just a committee of people that's dedicated online on me for some strange reason. Because it seems like I consistently know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shout out to them, though. Good morning. Yeah, we ain't gonna wish no hate on those people. Shout out to them. We gonna hope that God touches them. You know? Helps to change their hearts so they could do something more productive with their time. Is our comments off? In any regard, we got 66 people in the room. Hit that like button. What's up, my brother? All right. We got 66 people in the room. Hit that like button and send out some notifications. Now, I want to be clear about something. As always, I'm not for any of this conflict. It's not something, that's interesting. It's not something that I endorse. I'm not for any of this conflict. There's more people that's gonna be effed up than that's gonna not be. What's up, my brothers? All right. There's more people that's gonna be effed up than that's not be. There's more people. War's not the. So I just don't consider this a war. I don't think that this is a conflict between two equally opposed parties. That's my issue. You basically have a barrel that Israel is shooting at currently. I don't know. You know, hopefully cooler heads prevail. Hopefully their ceasefire can happen. Hopefully. Hopefully, you know. All of this because y'all elected Biden. Don't get this confused. Don't get this confused. All of this because you elected Biden. Don't get this confused. All of this because Biden was elected. Do y'all remember me saying if Biden gets elected, it's going to be like Hillary Clinton getting elected? And do y'all remember when Hillary Clinton was running against Trump? One of the things Trump said was if Hillary Clinton gets elected, there's going to be a war. He said that. Remember, I told y'all that there was other countries around the world that said that if Hillary Clinton gets elected, they're going to war. This is the same fucking administration, fam. The same people in charge with the same agendas. Now, I want you to go look at what Hillary Clinton campaign was, and I want you to look at what Joe Biden's campaign was. They're fucking identical, fam. The only thing that's different is the thing that I told y'all fucked Hillary up and made it so she couldn't get elected. And that's when they wanted to have the unisex bathrooms. If not for the unisex bathrooms, she might have beat Trump, fam. But the unisex bathrooms made it so that the Bible Belt was going to be against her. She couldn't win in the Bible Belt. Fam, I'm telling you right now, I cover this shit. I don't know what I cover this shit, fam. We need tissue. Do I got tissue? We need, I got tissue. Oh, my spot. Morning, my brother. All right, for sure. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. It was too high the other day. I didn't like how high it was. There we go. Boom. What up, Brooklyn Rose? We got 70 people in the room. Hit that like button. Let's send out some notifications. Now, I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. When we look at the fact, and this is a fact, this isn't up for question, all right? When we look at the fact, and this is a fact, this is not up for question. That the Prime Minister of Israel did say that he doesn't consider anyone there innocent. Morning. He don't consider anyone there innocent. That means men, women, children. All right, that's the homie. It's his birthday? Salute. Yeah. Nah, he might be busy. All right. In any regard, I thought I saw somebody over there. In any regard, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. The prime minister of Israel initially first said that he don't consider anybody to be innocent. That's one. Two, he initially took responsibility for the situation where they hit the hospital. What happened was it went bad for them. It was bad press. What they're suffering from is the ability for information and knowledge to get transmitted throughout the world at a much quicker pace than it was in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Because in the early 2000s and in the 90s, we didn't have the internet that we currently have. We didn't have the smartphones that we currently have. These things didn't exist yet. So therefore, the only real media we had was the NBCs, the ABCs, the CBSs, the CNBCs, the NNBCs, or whatever the hell you want to call them shits. That's the only press we had. So in order to control the population, all you had to do was control their message. But now we got shit like YouTube, Instagram. You can't control the message of every single individual. People have autonomy and they have the ability to be able to see for themselves and speak for themselves. Morning, my brother. Morning. So I want to be clear about something. They thought they were going to be able to control the message about what happened to the hospital. So what happened is they have some video footage that is showing the Hamas soldiers shooting a missile, a rocket. They are two different things. Shooting a rocket, the rocket reversing and coming back and hitting on their own land. They're trying to say that that's what happened to the hospital. But I want to be clear about two things. Somebody took an image of the hospital exploding right while it was exploding. I'm guessing it was actually a visual image and somebody, screenshot or took a shot of it. And then that's the thing that was published. Now, with that being said, that happened during the day. That rocket that they said that these dudes were shooting, we're going to move. That rocket that people said that they shot, that happened at night. That did not happen during the day. So the hospital got hit during the day, and the rocket that they went up and came back and hit back onto the land that the Hamas shot, came back and hit where they were at, that happened. That didn't happen during the day. That happened at night. So these are two separate situations. The press is trying to pass it off like it's one situation. The press is trying to pass it off, and this is no cap, fam, like they're the ones that shot the building. So the fact that they're doing that, now imagine if we didn't have our own, imagine if the internet didn't exist the way the internet exists, with cell phones, with people being able to send information instantly. And don't forget, they tried to shut off their internet. They tried to shut off their power. No, they did. They tried to shut off the internet. It didn't work, obviously. They tried to shut off the power. That didn't work, obviously. But they have shut off their water and heat. Keep that in mind. I'm the craziest guy in the world. Tell me what I'm saying wrong. Tell me what I'm saying wrong. Because they keep telling you I don't know what I'm talking about, but it seems like I'm consistently saying things that's correct. And it seems like I'm consistently talking about nothing but facts. It seems to be a really consistent thing. Seems to be a pretty consistent thing, fam. So the Chinese prime minister, I don't even know this guy's name, and I think that's what you call those guys. The guy that runs shit over there in China. Just so we could be clear, our American press and the press over there in Europe have been accusing China of all types of different, how do you say, humanitarian, you know, them niggas is evil. They genociding their own people. Tell me where the lies at. They genociding their own people. Tell me where the lies at. That's what they say about China, correct? Tell me where the lies at. Shout out to the homie. I couldn't do the music though. Let's get back to our spot. I be trying to avoid getting copyright strikes, man. I know people don't get it. I know people don't get it. It's cool. Hold on, where's the good spot? This spot. Let's get to this spot. So the Chinese prime minister has come out. The Chinese prime minister has come out and basically said that what's happening over there has to stop. The people that run Iran, they've come out and said what's happening over there has to stop. Russia has came out and said what's happening over there is a tragedy. Basically, you know, alluding to that it has to stop. All three of these nations are involved, and were some of the principles involved with creating the BRICS movement. What BRICS is the money that they created because they have a whole new financial, global money, global currency. It's a global currency. Basically, that's being used. It's BRICS, BRICS. So basically what happened is, okay, so I'll explain this one more time. So America had a contract with Saudi Arabia and other nations over there for their oil. It was a contract that they made up sometime, I think during the 70s or some shit like that. Not even during the 70s. Pardon me, my mistake. Kennedy, I think it was John F. Kennedy that started it. In any regard, I think they got it renewed in the 70s. In any regard, there was a deal that they made with these Arab countries that the only way that they'll sell their oil to any country was if they use the American dollar. So other countries had to literally use our banking system in order to be able to buy money. They had to use our currency, in order to be able to buy oil from any of those countries. What happened is a couple of years ago, that shit lapsed. It don't exist anymore. It was sometimes during Obama's administration, I believe, it lapsed. We were supposed to re-sign up with them, but that shit never happened. In any regard, now they can trade in any currency that they want, but whatever currency they choose is then going to have the same impact that the American currency had, because when every country has to come to America in order to get their finances, in order to be able to buy oil, that's going to make our dollar strong. You understand? So now that don't exist. So what happened is Iran and a whole lot of these other countries went to countries like Saudi Arabia that deal oil. Good morning. Good morning. They went to countries like Saudi Arabia and things as such. And what they decided to do was they decided to create the BRICS global financial dollar currency. What's up, my brother? So when they go and they create this BRICS, what they're doing is now they're going to build that up. Now, all of these other countries also decided that they were going to join. And many of these countries are literally only joining this movement because they don't like America. The African countries literally came out. They was like, fuck America. Yo. Them dudes was pissed. They said they had basically, I forgot which specific nation really came out and went strong. But one of the main nations that went the hardest was, whichever was the guys that said that now if you do any kind of LGBTQ community stuff, we put you straight in jail and we might kill you. I forgot what country that is. That country. Good morning. I forget what country it is. That country. In any regard. I need to... No. Was that water? Don't burp. Did not shit on my hat. Okay, good. Let me lighten up my screen some. Oh wow, it's already pretty light. So this is just that's gonna happen. I just felt a raindrop. What the fuck? The clouds don't look like there's any BS going on. But that's not happening. In any regard. So what happens is that made an alliance basically with China, Iran, and Russia. They have they have an alliance. They would the main people that was pushing for this BRICS thing, like it was successful off of the backs of them joining and being in alliance with one another. So we could get a clear understanding about what's going on. So for Iran to say enough is enough, for China to say enough is enough, and then for Russia to also say enough is enough, that sounds like there's a lot more going on than people was thinking about. What's up, my brother? Okay. Please. You're welcome. All right, let's go. I enjoy to stack facts so that when good morning, so that when we're having a conversation about anything, yeah, I laugh like that, so that when we're having a conversation about anything, I have my facts lined up. So I love to stack facts. People do not like to argue with me. I don't like to argue at all, just so we can be clear. I stack facts. So whenever you see me come in and I'm having a discussion with you about this or with that about whoever, I'm coming with actual facts. If I don't have facts to stand on, I want to listen because I want to hear and I want to have a perspective of what's going on, just so we can be clear. So if I'm saying facts and you telling me how you feel, understand, I don't have to respect how you feel over the fact. I just have to respect that that's the way that you feel. I don't have to decide that the fact is non-existent. All I have to do is, all I'm obligated to do is listen to the way that you feel. It's all I'm obligated to do. I'm not obligated to change my opinion or my perspective of the matter, because it's not even an opinion if it's a fact that you're discussing. My perspective of the fact in order to align with your opinion. I think that that's a problem that we just have in America, and I think that that's a mental illness. People think that other people have to change their perspective of a fact to align with whatever their opinion might be. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Good morning. We got 80 people in the room. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. I want to be clear about something. I think one of the most cowardice things our government has done was to insist on sending ships and equipment to a nation that's already stomping on another nation. What up, First Class Empire? Salute. I think that that's cowardice. I think that's cowardice. If anybody appreciates anything we talking about this morning, drop some frost in the chat. I think that's cowardice. Is anybody else mad at our American press after finding out that the Hamas really didn't behead babies? Because, you know, that's terrible. Good morning, my brother. That's something terrible to accuse somebody of. What kind of animal would accuse somebody of something so terrible? What kind of animal would accuse somebody of something so terrible? You know how terrible a person has to be to accuse another person of something heinous? You ever seen a little kid accuse somebody of something? And they'll think it's the worst thing in the world, but it'll be something small and it's not that big of a deal. Because children are innocent. Imagine how demented you have to be to decide that you're going to accuse a people of beheading a people. Children on top of that. Now, I'm not saying what happened and what didn't happen. I'm not there. As always, we're going to pray for the innocent, for the civilians. As always. It's always the energy. I honestly don't think we know entirely what's going on over there. I don't think we know entirely what's going on in Israel. I don't think we know entirely what's going on in the Gaza Strip. Good morning. Okay. Ooh, very vivacious good mornings. So much energy. Sheesh. In any regard. You know how heinous a person has to be to accuse something of somebody of something so fucking disgusting, and they didn't do it? Think about where their heart's at. I don't think that these dudes should get a pass for putting out that they was out there beheading Israeli babies. I don't think they should get a pass. I think they should be held accountable. That's not regular disrespect. That's extra disrespect. You get it? That's not just a regular lie. That's a calculated lie to get you to be on somebody's side and shift your emotions. The haters really hate when I don't acknowledge them. That's why they be yelling at me and saying weirdo shit when they walk past me. They really hate when I don't acknowledge them. They be so mad. I don't get it. I guess because I don't get hate. I can't understand not liking somebody for no good reason. It don't make sense. Morning, gentlemen. All right. I can't understand not liking someone for no good reason. It don't make sense to me. I don't really understand not liking people. I understand not liking people's actions. We don't hate the sinner. We hate the sin. So be mindful of people that's out here trying to get you to hate people when you should be hating the sin, not the sinner. Let's read our word for the day. First Chronicles, verse 16, chapter 16, verse 11. Ask the Lord to help you. Ask him to give you strength, and always try to be near to him and worship him. First Chronicles, verse 16, chapter 16, verse 11. Ask the Lord to help you. Ask him to give you strength. Always try to be near him and worship him. Give me strength. I'm literally trying to do my best to actually follow the instructions of the Bible. Give me some strength, please. I'll give you some. No, if you ask the Lord for strength, he's going to give you more obstacles. Ah, part of my language. I don't want to. Sheesh, man. My fault, y'all. Just. In any regard, I need a second. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. If y'all want to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine yet, put it in the chat. Y'all want to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine yet? Put it in the chat. Shit, I haven't had Popeyes in like a month. I wonder why I stopped. Oh, I know why. I didn't have Popeyes in more than a month. Just thought about that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What up, Ice? Anything y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Yeah. Very happy I didn't put on the coat. It's hot as hell out here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Not so good, tell you the truth.
Aw, I hope you feel
Look at
better.
that. Ah, it's a picture.
Yes, ma'am. I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You also. We were just talking about the war, and it's not in Israel. It's in the Gaza Strip. That's where all the situations seem to be happening. As far as the information that we currently have that I deem credible, the Hamas did an attack on Israel, and that started the whole entire situation as far as from where we were at. They did attack first. My issue is this: the response, I believe, is too much. I believe the response is too much. They said something like 500 kids with children was deleted. I think the response is too much. You understand? So that's my position. Good morning. I think the response is too much. You feel me? So yes, the Hamas started the situation, started the conflict. As far as what we know as right now, they're the one that upset whatever kind. They live in a prison, fam. I don't know what to tell you. They live in an open air prison, fam. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't gotten the slightest idea. I don't know what to tell you. Like over here in America, they live in an open air prison. They can't even control their entrances and exits. They can't even control how you leave and exit the freaking facility. There's two there's two egress points. One of them is Israel controlled, and the other one is Egyptian controlled. So Biden was about to go have a meeting with the Egyptian prime minister and the Palestinian, the Palestinian guy that's running everything. And what ends up happening is they call it off. After the hospital gets hit, they call it off. So how the people gonna get saved? Good morning. So I don't get it. I don't know what to tell you. Do I think the conflict will rally up other Muslim regions? I do believe that Iran has already came out and said that this is too much. You got to stop. As we just spoke about, Iran is a ally of China. China is an ally of Iran. So is Russia. So also remember, Iran is the people who they're saying gave them the Hamas the finance the attack. So, you know, how are they looking to the rest of the world if they don't get involved? You know? Good morning. How they looking to the rest of the world? They financed an attack that might exterminate a whole race of people. How can they not get involved? They said 1.1 million people have been displaced from their homes. I want you to go look at the number of people that live in like the Bronx or like any random borough. They said 1.1 million people have been displaced from their homes, man. So I saw a video the other day, and I don't know how accurate this video is, but allegedly there's all type of storms that was happening in Israel. They was having all kind of like flash storms. I'm not even sure if this is real, but this is what I saw. They was having like, good morning. Oh, okay, she wasn't saying good morning to me. She was saying good morning to the other guy. That was super rude. That was legendary rude. Damn, she didn't just also say good morning. I say good morning to you. Fuck it. In any regard, nobody has the obligation to say good morning to anybody. Just so we can be clear. So you asked me about, so I can see other, also China has like a large Muslim population. I know that, right? Like, I think that's the most practiced religion in China. You know that, right? It's high on the list. I think that's like one of the most practiced religions in China. Also, I think being a Muslim is literally the most practiced religion on the planet. Go check that out. So, what are you asking? I told you, I just come with facts, fam. I just come with facts. I got some random crackheads running around good morning, sorry about that. I got random crackheads running around telling people I got HIV, fam. You can't even imagine the problems that I have. Copy? Just gotta put it in God's hand. I don't, by the way. You just gotta put it in God's hand. I don't. Just so we can be clear. I don't. That's just shit you gotta put in God's hands, man. That's just shit you gotta put in God's hands, man. Nah, y'all good. Don't worry about it. How y'all doing today? Excellent. I'm blessed.
Amen. By the grace of God, we
Yes,
all
ma'am.
here
Have a
alive.
good one.
Okay.
What you doing?
I appreciate you. Okay. Why not? Where's your information?
I got it. I got it. That's on your phone. Wait, I can see. Yeah, when you I can screenshot it. Yeah, because I'm over there by Keith. Over there with that little music, they got a picture of him and he's
No, that's not mine. Wait.
Not you?
No.
Let me go look.
No.
That's all you're saying. You need that. You need that. I don't have an Instagram. Very talented.
All right, what we doing? Hey, what up, Kyra? We got 81 people in the room. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. Hey. That's a boy or a girl? A boy or a girl? Yeah, I know it's a dog, but is it a male or female? Boom. Male or female? The dog.
Female. No, female.
Okay.
She's almost 12.
Okay. She living that good life.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the show. Do y'all want to talk about Tekashi yet? Let me know. We could discuss some Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let me know. We could discuss Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let me know. We'll stay on this then. I'm going to say this much, and I want to be clear. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. If full all-out war breaks out in other countries, don't feel like something isn't going to happen here in America. So basically, morning, my brother. All right. So basically, the mayor has already been warning everybody. If they're letting in migrants, why does the mayor keep talking about illegal immigrants? Good morning. Okay. Pardon me?
Just watching.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I love all the eyes on me. So, listen, pay attention. So, if the mayor of New York City is complaining about illegal immigrants, knowing that they allowed migrants in, he's literally telling y'all, some of the people that we let in, we didn't mean to. We might have let some bad people in. I'm going to say this again. Listen and pay attention. They know that they're accepting something like 10,000 migrants. It's not like 10,000 migrants a month, but it's a lot of migrants. They know that they took a lot of migrants that came from that crossed the border, and they immediately shipped them to all of these sanctuary cities in New York, in America, like Chicago and New York. Listen and pay attention. The mayor of New York, and I don't know if any other mayor is saying this. Have a blessed day. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I don't know if any other mayor is saying this. So I don't know, because we're in a New York City, so I hear my mayor speaking. My mayor has said that there is all of these crimes being committed, and these crimes are being committed by illegal immigrants. And what have I been asking y'all? Why, if they keep calling these people illegal immigrants, do they refuse to arrest them? So if I do something illegal, I'm going to go to jail. But if my being in America is illegal, I'm free to go. Y'all love them Democrats. I was hoping I had on the hoodies. Y'all love them Democrats. Y'all love them. Y'all just love them. Morning. Y'all just love them. Y'all just love them Democrats. So I'm going to say this again. Morning. So I'm going to say this again. Listen, pay attention. Good morning. How's your day going? Excellent. So listen, pay attention. Our mayor has said that we have an illegal immigrant problem in America, in New York City. This problem just started when we allowed in migrants. Good morning. So that's literally, good morning. So that's literally our mayor saying, listen, we allowed some of the wrong people into the country. Good morning. I be in the middle of a sentence. I be wanting to say good morning to somebody, but I be thinking the sentence is hard. So I be wanting to finish the sentence. So I don't be meaning to be rude in any regard. Listen, pay attention. Listen, pay attention. If they know that these are illegal immigrants that are not supposed to be here, why aren't they arresting any of them? So hold on, let's rewind everything else. Let's move back off of that for one moment. I'm going to discuss something else. So, that jacket hard, fam. So hold on, I want to discuss something else. Pay attention. There's elections coming up. You know they want to make it so that illegal immigrants could vote. I don't know if anybody else is paying attention to politics, man. I think everybody has got so much shit on their mind. They going through so much BS on an everyday station. You know, there's so much weirdo things going on in America that I think that people don't really pay attention to what's going on. People like me are important. I think people just the everyday grind have individuals sometimes not paying attention to what's happening, and it's not their fault. They're distracted. They're busy. Good morning. So listen. Why are they not arresting the illegal immigrants? Now, also, I want to be clear about this, and I want this to be a whole full understanding. What I'm saying is that the reason why they're not arresting these individuals is because they have some kind of documentation that's going to be used that whether these people vote or don't vote, they will have voted. Now I want y'all to go in front. Now I want y'all to go. What's up, my brother? All right. Now I want y'all to go and pay attention to what Donald Trump accused them of doing in Georgia. I'm not saying he's right, and I'm not saying he's telling the truth. I'm saying I want you to pay attention to what he accused the Democrats are doing in Georgia. I don't know who else is paying attention, fam. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I got a whole community of widows chasing me down to try to ruin my reputation. I don't know what people do in their spare time. Good morning. I have no idea what people are doing in their spare time. Have a blessed day, my brother. I have no idea. Zero idea. I'm just being clear on that. And pay attention. Shit, I should just say you're live and then it went off and back on, so I don't know what just happened. So listen and pay attention. Listen, pay attention. Are the Democrats so concerned with their inability to be able to win elections that they're willing to risk having freaking terrorists being able to gain access to America? Because I want to be clear on something. If the story that they're telling us right now that's allegedly happening in the Gaza Strip is a lie, then what the hell do you think is all of those stories, or at least some of those stories that they told us previously that was in regards to situations that happened like in the 80s and the 90s? What do you think was going on then? We got 91 people in the room. Hit that like button, send out some notifications. What up, Ashley? She said they shouldn't have the right, no offense, because I wasn't legal in their country. I wouldn't hear that right. Wait, hold on. Say that again. They shouldn't have that right, no offense, because if I wasn't legal in their country, I wouldn't have that right. What right are you talking about, Miss Ashley Nicole? I want to know what I'm speaking for or against before I say anything. I might not be for or against it. I might not have any opinion. I might just be it. Good morning. Hit that like button. Let's send out some notifications. Huh. Morning, my brother. All right. Or the OG say what's up to me. To vote, they shouldn't have no. I 100% agree that no, Illegal immigrants should not have the right to vote. Morning, my brother. Huh. Anyway, illegal immigrants should not have the right to vote. I'm 100% on time with that. 100% on time with that. I'm questionable whether a migrant. I don't even think migrants should be allowed to vote. So definitely I'm not here for an illegal immigrant. You're in the country illegally. What in the hell? How should you be allowed? First of all, if they're here illegally, that means they're not documented. How can somebody that's not documented even have the right to be able to vote? So they're not here illegally. Do you get it? The illegality was made after they was documented. So America probably knows the people that's here that's not supposed to. Listen, pay attention. How can somebody vote if they're an illegal alien? If they're illegal to the country, how could they vote? You have to have some kind of documentation, correct? So they can't make you. There's no check illegal immigrant box. So I don't know how this works, but I'm just saying this makes sense. That after the fact, now they know that they don't want them in the country. A lot of this shit is after the fact. So they know what the problem is, and they know the danger. That's what I'm saying. Good morning. I'm doing just fine, thank you. Beautiful voice. Yes, ma'am. Definitely a wife. I don't know if she is one yet, but definitely a wife. Got that whole wife energy. All right. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Sure, my brother. You want to weigh in on this? Yeah, you wanted to weigh in on the topic?
What's the weighing on topic?
We talking about the Israeli situation. Israel situation. Well, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
No, say that again.
The Israeli situation. The situation with the people in Israel.
That's going on right now.
Yeah. And Gaza Strip or whatever the case is.
You know what I'm saying?
Why? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, all right. Sorry about that.
I was just saying, like, I always see you all of this. And he be doing a good job, too.
Appreciate you. Sorry about that.
You know what I mean? And he's a good dude.
Appreciate you.
But, what's going on over there? Because I want to know. Put me on some knowledge. Because some people can learn while you teaching somebody else what's going on.
Okay, so basically what happened is the Hamas decided that they wanted to fight for their rights. They live in a, just so we could be clear, Palestine used to be a nation. They took Palestine away from the Palestinians. They gave it to the people of Israel sometime during like 1948. So they gave it to the people, the Jewish people of Israel. So the people in Palestine, or that used to be in Palestine, their ancestors and their lineage have always been trying to fight to get that land back. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I get what you're saying.
Boom. So during their last attempt to go attack the people that they're saying is invading on their land, they went and that's the situation that's happening right now. They got some missiles from like Iran and stuff like that. Have a blessed day, my brother. All right. They got some missiles from like Iran and some shit like that. And then they took that funding and they took those weapons. And now after they took that funding and they took that. Good morning, gentlemen. All right. That's what it is. They took those weapons and they took all of that stuff and then they went attacked Israel, and they started having a situation where they're shooting rockets and stuff at each other.
So they started already?
Yeah, that's already going on.
No. I said technically they started already with the World War
Well, you can call it what you want to call it, but it's not necessarily a world war until more than one nation actually gets involved in the conflict, and it's going on for a certain amount of time. So right now, so it's not a third person isn't in the conflict yet.
Okay.
It's still only 2 people in the conflict.
Okay.
It's no third. Sorry about that.
No, you good.
It's no third person in the conflict. You understand what I'm saying? So it's still only 2 people in the conflict. So let's say the situation that's going over in Ukraine. Let's say if America, another superpower, went over there. You understand what I'm saying? Then that'll be a situation. You understand what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
Yeah. So that'd be like world wars and shit. But right now, I consider it. We've been going in World War III. I've been talking about
Somebody just mentioned that to me. That's why I asked you that.
Yes,
so sorry for doing that.
Nah, you good. So I've been talking about that for a couple of years, that we actually are in World War III currently. And one of the things that I've been saying about that is that we've been fighting it, but it hasn't been feet on ground. Like troops haven't necessarily been invading other people's land yet. They've just been doing other shit, like with the fucking pandemic thing that happened,
and then they got a new what you call it too? You get what they got another that you mentioned that they got another cure for the pandemic.
Well, yeah, whatever the hell they talking about with that.
Yeah,
them niggas, they always talking crazy. But I want to get back to the show. What else you want to know?
Because educate me too.
Okay. So, but I'm backwards right now. We's already way past that.
No,
okay, I'll say some more so you could get a better idea. So basically what happened is this. So Hamas decided that they was going to do an attack on the Israel people, as we all saw when they went to like the concert and a whole bunch of other shit. Now, Israel decided to attack them back. Now, a lot of people like myself believe that if these reports that are coming out are actually accurate, that what Israel was doing is too much. It's like you trying to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. That don't make sense. Good morning. It's like you're trying to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. That doesn't make sense. So a lot of people, myself included, think that Israel was doing too much, that at this point they could sit back and at least be in negotiations with the leaders of that region and try to figure something else out. You've already won.
That's understandable to me.
Yeah.
The way you broke it down, slowly, bro.
I appreciate it.
No, I want to listen to more about it. But other than that, though, so what I want to ask you though is like, moving forward, what you think is going to happen with the world war? I know you over here flying. You talking about an ant in the ant?
Yeah, because it keep getting ready to fly in my eye, fam. That shit, it keep flying dead for my eye. Like what the hell? Like I'm looking at him. You see it? You see it? He's flying straight for my eye, fam. There's a damn bees. Fucking, I don't know what the hell. Shout out to Tunes.
But anyway, though, like moving forward, though, what you think is gonna happen, like with the pandemic?
I don't know anything about any of that. They're saying that a thing is gonna come up. I don't even understand how you can know that you can perceive that something like that is gonna happen. I keep trying to say that I don't even think that it's what people think it is. I think it's just I think it's a biological attack that another country is sending at us, and I think Trump already told us that it's a biological attack.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody was. Could I say something about him?
Yeah, go.
I was speaking to my wife, and I said to her that everybody at first we all took Trump for a joke when he was really telling "Make America Great Again" or whatever. A lot of people. This is just my opinion.
Okay, I'm listening.
And I feel like he did do a good thing while he was in office. Now Biden or whoever the hell it is, is in office, a whole bunch of shit is going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's one way to put it.
That's my opinion.
That's one way to put it. You like the stuff that Trump was doing, you don't like the stuff
No,
that
I
Biden
didn't like the shit that Trump was doing first.
Okay.
At first.
But then after you did.
But now that somebody else in office, I'm seeing the difference.
Boom. That's actually a good point. Give me that. That's a good point.
I respect you for that too, Easy. I respect you for that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There ain't nothing else to say though, because.
Alright. I'm gonna get back to my show though. My people.
Let me go get my.
Yes, sir.
Have a blessed day. Be safe.
You also. If Hamas, ICE comes in here and says, does Hamas still have captives? And this is what I'm gonna say. Listen, if they had captives, they probably don't have them no more because Israel's bombing all the buildings that you would hold captives at. Where would you hold the captive? At a secure location, like a hospital, right? So if they're bombing all of the strongholds, I want to be clear on this. If Israel is bombing all of the Hamas strongholds, that means that they're also killing the captives. So I don't want to hear about captives. They don't care about captives. If they cared about captives, they're sending ground units to go get people. They don't care about captives. They blowing shit up. If you care about captives, you're sending in ground units. You're sending in that type of energy. You're sending that in. If you care about captives. They don't care about captives. I'm just telling you what it is, man. So don't ask me about their captives. They don't care about the captives. Israel, they don't care about their people that got held captive. So don't ask me about them niggas. I don't know what to tell you. If they, dude, you know how many captives they probably killed when they blew that hospital up? They probably want to kill the people that's captive. You don't know. That makes their war look more like something. They probably think they sacrificing these people. Good morning. You don't know. I hope that's not the case. But you can't tell me that they care about captives if they're blowing up buildings where you would hold captives. So the other day, a report came out that one of the Hamas leaders had been killed. They didn't say how, though. Maybe they said how, and I didn't see that part. But allegedly, a report came out that a Hamas leader had been killed. How? Morning. How? Did y'all blow a building up? Did y'all search through the rubble and find him? Rubble? Or did y'all just know he was in that location and y'all just sent a drone or something? In any regard. Was there captives in that location? That sounds like another location that you would hold captives. I'm only ever asking people to use common sense. I'm not asking anybody to use any higher brain function. Just common sense. Morning, my brother. All right. That's it. I'm not asking people to do too much of anything. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's go get a muffin. Why not? Shout out to, good morning. How you doing today? Love those colors. Yeah, let's go. She had a giant box of NyQuil. So the reason why I laughed at the NyQuil. So I was looking at a story. This chick that I follow on Instagram. Her name is like Elizabeth something. She's a white lady. She's like, used to be a crackhead or some shit. I don't know. So like she turned her life around and she does like, you know, inspirational videos or whatever the case might be. So she did a video and so she did an good morning. So she did morning. So she did an inspirational video, and in the video she was talking about how she was. Good morning. She was talking about how she, hey, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. Oh, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, be right back. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, let's go. Gonna get a muffin. All right. Gonna get a muffin. I ain't want to get no more coffee. We already had like 3 cups this morning, like 2 or 3. I don't know. This is too much already. Have a blessed day, gentlemen. Huh? We got 99 people in the room. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. What's up, my brother? All right. We got 100 people in the room, and we only got 16 likes, fam. Hit that like button. I promise you we can get to 200. That's insane. That's insane, fam. We got 100 people in the room and only 16 likes. I mean, notifications ain't even really going out. That's insane. Let's go. I mean that this is all off the strength of Jack. Shout out to the community. I couldn't do this without you guys. Let's talk our shit.
You don't want us to share, right?
Nah, you good. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Whenever y'all ready to talk about Tekashi, let me know. I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. My honest belief is that America has to pull back their troops. That America can't keep talking about how they're going to send more munitions and monies to Israel. Israel doesn't need our financial support to fight the Hamas. It don't even make sense. They don't need our help to fight this war. They don't need our help. Imagine Mike Tyson being in a fight. Imagine Mike Tyson, Bruce Lee, Jet Li. They all in the fight. They beating up Danny DeVito. Would it make sense to give them more help? Do they need help to beat up Danny DeVito?
No, he's speaking factual. Rarely.
So I don't agree with America sending more munitions and finances to Israel. I don't think Israel needs it. Independent of whatever Israel plans on doing, having nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they need it. That's just my opinion. This blueberry muffin is hit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. They playing with my numbers. They do be playing with my numbers, fam. I don't like talking about that because a lot of other content creators talk about that all the time. But yeah, they be playing with my numbers, man, like crazy. I don't know why though. I'm gonna finish this shit real quick. Give me a topic. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Morning, my brother.
What's up, Jeff?
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
And you in it?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Yeah. They might still be there. I just can't see them. Remember, I got people following me around trying to force me to stop doing YouTube, fam. I wonder how haters feel, like, because they got to know they never going to go to heaven. Like, a hater has to know they not going to go to heaven. I wonder how haters feel. Like, how do y'all walk around? Morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Excellent. What? Yes, sir. My YouTube? Yes, sir. What engine is that? Ah! Shout out to the fire department. Engine 318. We fuck with them. When we get around to being able to do the basketball thing, that's the engine that I'm gonna go talk to. But we gotta host. We gotta win to the planet and get it ready by the summer. We gotta win to try to planet and get it ready by the summer. That's one of the engines that I gotta send a letter to. Those guys, the Seagate Police. We got an EMS company around here. I'm just talking about the people that already agreed, by the way. Yeah, I'm just talking about the people that agreed. Morning. Okay. What we talking about? This is what we're usually around like 75 people. And that's even when I'm not talking about nothing. What y'all want to talk about, fam? This is why they mad, fam. I could talk about nothing. And we got 75 people in here hanging out. They go live. They do all the slander, all the hate they could do. They in there with like 15, 20 people. They're working their hardest and sweating, getting those lies out. This is why they mad at me, fam. Good morning. This is why they mad at me. So instead of them improving their ability to do anything, they rather hate on me. Morning. All right. Good morning. Instead of them working on, good morning. Instead of them working on their craft and improving themselves, they rather hate on a nigga. And that's the real reason why we got problems in our community. I just want to say that. That's the real reason. The reason isn't that we don't got competent people that could do things. The real reason is that once you become competent and you can do things, we have too many people in our community that's just gonna hate you. They feel like they stuck. They're mad at the decisions that they made. They want to try to fuck your life up so you can't make good decisions. You understand? Like, how do they even go about? Like, do they just concede that there's no way they can go to heaven? Do they just concede that God hates them and they're cool with it? I'm always wondering about this. Like, is that something they just concede to themselves? That God just hates them? Because God hates that behavior. So do they just concede that to themselves? Good morning. I'm curious. God hates that behavior. And there is no, but this person did that, so there is none of that works with the Bible. You understand? You can't get rid. God says vengeance is under him. Tell me what I'm lying about. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm lying at. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm here. Good morning. So that's why I keep trying to tell you, I don't want to hear about racism. I don't want to hear about how this white person is doing that to that black person. We have a lot of black people in the hood that be doing well and can get out of the hood, but they can't because the other black people trying to hold them back. So I don't care about racism. None of that matters. One of my best bosses I've ever had in my life was a racist nigga. Part of my language. He was racist. He's one of the best bosses I've ever had. I learned so much working under him. He was a straight, I was living in Georgia. I was working, I didn't even gonna say where I was working, but I was working at a place doing a thing. It was legal. He was racist. He's one of the best bosses I ever had. So I don't care about none of that. I care about how you treat me, not about what you think about me. Pardon me. How you treat me is what matters. What you think about me is your business. I don't really care what anybody thinks about me. I only care about what you do about what you think about me. What you do is my business. What you think is yours. Our own people, fam. If I'm saying anything wrong, put it in the chat. If I'm saying anything wrong, put it in the chat. We could discuss it. If you're just gonna throw insults or say shit that don't matter, don't waste your time because I'm gonna kick you. I'm not even gonna play with you. All right? Stop electing these Democrats so easily. Make them have to work for their position. Stop electing these Democrats so easily. The only thing the Democrats can say about the Republicans is that they're racist. That's it. They have no other thing they can say. They can't talk about their track record. They can't talk about anything. All they can talk about is that they're racist. So you want me to depend my entire vote, and my vote that I cast is going to have a determination about the future of our nation, and you want my entire vote to revolve around the fact that you're saying that that person is racist, even though that person is doing things for his constituency that benefits black people. Do I care he's racist if he's doing things that benefit me? Do I care what he thinks? Because what he thinks is his business. What he does is mine. Right?
100%.
So do I care? Do I care if Donald Trump said some of the most hilariously insane things? He said some of the most insane shit I've ever heard. This dude is legitimately funny. But when he was president, oh, y'all remember that 95 crime bill that we keep talking about? He passed laws that eradicated it, basically. You know another law he passed? He made it so that females, when they going through pregnancy, they don't have to be, what's up?
No.
Yeah, but I'd rather
No,
not get way too close. I prefer for you to,
sorry.
Appreciate you. All right. And don't touch me either. It felt like you trying to touch me to see if I got weapons on me or something. No, so somebody else could try to roll down on me. All right, yeah, we're not doing that. What's up, my brother? All right, chilling.
Who's on the Donald Trump before I came?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So do I care that Donald Trump says some of the most, and I just want to be honest with you, some of the most hilariously ignorant shit I've ever heard come out of a politician. But what did he do when he was in office? The things he did in office helped our community. The things he did in office built up our economy. The things he did in office prevented wars around the world. The Democrats get into office, not even 2 damn years, and you got Ukraine being invaded.
Yo, I swear on God, I ain't in the
Morning.
I be telling people that. Trump
Not even 2 full years, Ukraine gets invaded. What we doing?
You don't want him back in office?
What we doing? But y'all don't want to vote for Trump because the Democrats told you that his community, the people who support him, are racist. So what the fuck does that got to do with him? So if you make a YouTube channel, what's up, my brother? If you make a YouTube channel and the people that follow your YouTube channel is all weirdos, but you are doing the best you can to be normal and straight and a regular person, which you are, but the people that follow you are weirdos, is that your fault? Now I'm gonna explain to you why they follow Donald Trump so hard. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with racism. It has everything to do with, and pay attention to this, less government. The Republicans are for less government. Less government means less regulations. Less regulations means more rights. Y'all really want to talk politics with me, fam? Y'all really want to talk politics with me, fam? That's what that means. So the Republicans are for less regulations. Less regulations means more rights. Every time a new law is created, why does a law have to be created? A law is created to prohibit a thing. So literally, whenever a law is created, something that we were able to do, now we can't. By definition.
Speak that shit. Speak that shit. Real shit.
That's what the Republicans are for. Now, is there a whole bunch of other weirdo shit going on? Absolutely.
That's 100%.
Absolutely. People got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got the Republicans over there that are 100% racist. Don't cap. But you got Democrats who are 100% racist. Y'all elected one to be our president.
Oh my God.
Good morning.
Oh my God. Speak that truth, bro. They're not gonna listen to nobody that's.
So I want to be clear about this, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding.
Speak that truth. Speak that truth.
The last time a Democrat was president and our economy got better, I'm not even going to cap, it was under Clinton. But that was because there was no other way to go. You get it? There was no other way to go. Clinton was literally, basically our only real option. They put it across like Clinton came out of nowhere. He didn't come out of nowhere. He was a governor of Arkansas. He was a senator in Arkansas or whatever. He was doing a lot of things. He didn't come out of nowhere. Second, the dude is extremely charismatic. He didn't come out of nowhere. But they try to make it sound like that. He didn't come out of nowhere. That's the last time our economy actually improved under a Democrat. Because that's why the 90s, everybody loved the 90s, fam. What up, Bounce? That's why everybody loved the 90s. The 90s was lit. And one of the reasons why the 90s was lit is because shit was accessible. We came from the 80s when a lot of shit wasn't accessible and there wasn't a lot of shit to have access to. Remember, the 80s was different. When we came into the 90s, accessibility increased. It was easier to access, it's hard for me to explain this. But in the 80s, a lot of people walked around and niggas really wasn't fly. Like, even when you were fly, it wasn't expensive to be fly. So, you understand?
I hope y'all listening to him.
So it wasn't expensive to be fly in the 80s. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, clap it up to Michael Jordan. We wouldn't have the 90s if not for Michael Jordan, because the Jordan brand actually created a big thing that has to deal with fashion and everything else, and that's leading into what I'm talking about. So basically, good morning. So basically, in the 90s, we got more access. Things were more accessible. And one of the reasons why things was more accessible is because the livable wage went up. We didn't have livable wages, but that the 90s was a specific time where our money we made increased, but the cost of living didn't increase dramatically. Like it increased, but not dramatically. You understand? If that's the best way. Like right now, our cost of living increased dramatically over the last 2 years. Shout out to Joe Biden. How much was gas when Trump was president? That's one of the main, good morning. That's one of the main barometers for how our economy is doing. How much was gas when Trump was president? How much is gas now? Remember, fuel gets our goods around America. When gas is expensive, our products cost more because it costs more to fuel those trucks that's driving from this port and going and dropping the stuff off in that city and in that city. You get it? So when fuel is expensive, our individual products that we going in Rite Aid for, our shit that we going in whatever store is more expensive because it costs us more money to ship those things around America. Do you get what I'm saying? We got to move because dude got the music going on. Shout out to him. Thank you. You understand? This is just economics, fam. This is just, I'm not really I try not to get too far into these conversations because I don't really want to argue with people over shit I don't care about. So I'm only talking about the aspects of it that relate to what we're speaking on. So I want to be clear about something. So every time the Democrats make it more expensive to do business, they send up the prices on everything that we want. So they make they literally make the cost of living higher. Literally. But y'all keep electing these guys, and y'all keep allowing for these guys to tell y'all shit like, what's the main thing y'all love hearing? We're gonna make those other guys pay. That shit sounds so vindictive. The fuck you mean you're gonna make them pay? You're gonna make the people that create the jobs that feed our families pay more money out, so now they're gonna create less jobs and there's gonna be less raises for people to be able to feed their families. I need for this to be explained to me in a way that it makes sense. Because so many people agree with this, and I don't understand it. Like, to me, this is 1 + 1 is 2. So I don't get it. I don't understand it, This is 1 + 1 is 2 to me. If you have a company that sells hamburgers, good morning. If you have a company that sells hamburgers, and then now all of a sudden it costs more money for them to buy ground beef, I would expect for the price of the hamburger to go up. Right? That makes sense, right? If you have a company that sells hamburgers and the price of ground beef goes up, you would expect for the price of the hamburger to go up, correct? Good morning. Right? So what do you think is going to happen when they tax these companies out the ass? Do you think those companies are just going to accept being taxed to Timbuktu? You think they're going to just accept that? Or do you think they're going to pass the expenses on? They're going to pass whatever the hell on to the consumer? I'm just be trying to explain to y'all. Y'all vote for the Democrats, and I don't understand why. I really don't get it.
Stand back there, bro.
Yeah, so I really don't get it. All right. I really don't get it. I don't understand the affinity that black people have with the Democratic Party that doesn't ever really seem to do like they do anything for us. Morning, my brother. All right. Bless.
Every day above ground is a good day, right?
That's a fact. Morning, my brother. All right. Good morning, my brother. All right. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat.
Yo, you got everything on the nose. I've been telling you, she been saying like, yo, appreciate it. Nah, you good. Gosh, no, nah, I ain't good. I'm saying, everything you got. She just said she wanna subscribe up and say, my wife is saying why to take me.
Salute to her. Appreciate you.
She gonna come tell you.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
You taking pictures of?
Myself? I'm doing a live stream.
Good for you.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
I'm Jack Frost, BBNNETWORK.
Okay, so what kind of things do you talk about?
Well, I just, talk about anything. Most of the time we talk about, whatever's popular in current news.
So you got a lot of
rotation.
followers?
66,000 on YouTube.
And you who? Jack Frost?
Yes, BBNNETWORK. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna check you out when I go.
I appreciate it. Have a blessed day. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Doreen.
Boom. How you doing, Doreen?
Good luck to you, honey.
I appreciate you. Thank you for the conversation.
And you gotta have. I'm a pet stylist, right?
Okay.
And I was thinking of coming out here,
Yes, ma'am.
having my little table,
Okay.
educating people on animals, maybe grooming the dogs.
What day you planned on doing this?
I don't know. I'm thinking of doing
Give
something.
me a card or something. What are you doing? I'm going to be here. I'm going to cover you.
You got a card?
Well, they got cards in the car. Let me give you. When you have a card? You got a number I could call you?
I'm on my phone right now. Give me your phone. I'll give you my number.
I see you.
Wait, let me give you my card.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. I can do that. I appreciate you.
No, not for you. She say take your place.
Oh, boom. I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. Dude is actually being pretty nice. But I'm usually skeptical because he's actually pretty nice. And I would appreciate, I don't have a problem with people sitting and watching. That's actually kind of cool. I used to do lives, a couple of other things. No, you go give me that. That was my fault. I apologize.
So let me ask something. Maybe we could hook up in something together then, because I want to get my grooming out there.
I have 54,000 on Instagram and I got 66,000
Do you get paid for being on YouTube?
Yes, I do, man.
Because how do you get paid, though?
I don't want to have that discussion. But
Wait.
we get paid through YouTube.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Jack Frost, BBNNETWORK.
Oh, Jack Frost, your number. Here, send me your number on my phone. Oh, wait, you got my phone number.
No, I don't. Yes,
It's on
on
the
the card.
card.
Yes, I do.
I'm like, you have to wait today, because I'm always like thinking of ideas. I want to open up an animal sanctuary, right?
Okay.
Need the land, need the property. I'm in the middle of writing my business plan, though, but I need sponsors. My mother and me in the city yesterday in the doctor's office.
Okay.
The doctor tells my mother, you know who this guy is who just walked out?
Okay.
He's a billionaire. A billionaire.
Oh, wow.
Maybe he would sponsor me, you know? You think there's people out there with plenty of money to help people set up businesses. You just got to get out there.
Well, when you get ready to, I'm going to contact you. And when you're doing all of the animal stuff, I would love to cover you and I would love to give you whatever kind of assistance I can.
Let's something together, even like the business and, just getting out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, I don't know, I'm going to be 66. I don't know how old you are. You're a young fella, right?
Thank you.
I want to do something, you know. Now I'm putting my flyers up. I'm putting it up with donuts. I got to look the numbers on it. I do dog boarding, everything, you know. I've been doing animals for years. I just put my baby down. I had to put him down a year and a half, like a year and 2 months ago. I had a pit bull.
I'm about to get some new equipment and stuff. We could probably even do stuff like shoot commercials and just make you a little bit of advertisement, so you could probably get a little bit of social media presence. Do you have an Instagram for your page yet, for your business?
I have I had a guy set me up with Facebook, so I have something on Facebook, but when you put on the name, it's like everything else pops up, you know?
You just need a little bit of visibility.
Maybe we'll work together, do something. One hand washes the other. What sign are you?
Me, I'm not really. I was born in the sign of the Sagittarius.
Okay,
Okay.
but you know what? There's no coincidences in life. It was meant for me to stop and say hello, because if I didn't say hello, I don't know what you're doing.
That's
but
a fact.
I want to know, because everybody has an interesting life.
This is pretty true.
We all have stories to tell.
This is pretty true. You're right.
I was going to, my friend gave me a site to go on, let me tell you the name of it. I never worked it though. He said, oh, you go on and you get followers, you get paid. I'm not looking to get rich, but
I'm looking to get comfortable.
Hey, if you could help someone, you know what I mean?
This is a fact.
There's people out there who stay in silence.
One second.
No, I don't see it. I like that blue. It's not? Oh, Twitch.
I had a Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a while, but I have a Twitch platform. I'm about to get back into gaming. I'm going to be on Twitch in a minute.
That's for the gaming thing. And you play people and friend says, oh, it gets a check every week or so. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm about to get back into gaming. I want to get back into gaming soon. I actually did gaming before I did this.
What I'm looking for is to get sponsors. People who have buku money who are ready to invest in something. In my dream, you know? Say they have money, but they can't do it. They're older. They always, with the animals, because I want to get rescues. I want to be like a non-profit. I just want to get an acre or two of land. Nothing big. Put a little house. If I have to build a house on and take animals in, take care of them. There's too many animals out there. They're putting them to sleep in ASPCA every day.
That's a fact.
I was going to go there, right? And rescue every animal on the list and bring them to my house. But I have a problem. I have a one-bedroom apartment. Then I'm thinking, what if somebody reports me? That's a good thing. I'll be on the news. Then I could get out there on the news, and if someone sees it,
you can get some eyes on you and then get some kind of assistance for the thing you're trying to
you
do.
do it.
You better hope that that's what happens, though.
I know, you got to be out there.
Good morning.
That's right.
Got to be outside. But I'll let you get back to work. Keep in touch with me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to look you up. Jack Frost.
Oh, my channel is BBN Network.
BBN.
Network.
You have a pen?
Bro, I'm gonna see you.
I don't have
I'll see you later, all right?
I don't have a pen.
BBN.
I don't have a pen.
I'm going in the store anyway, right? BBN Network. But Jack Frost first, right?
No, it's BBN Network first. I'm Jack Frost.
Oh. And it's on what? YouTube or
YouTube.
BB? I'm going to write it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Come on, let's go. I think that'd be interesting. I like animals. I love dogs. If we could get a dog grooming show, that'd be fucking lit. I love animals. That'd be lit. And they have all of the stuff. All I have to do is see what they're doing and then figure out how to put the shit together in order to be able to construct the show. That's it. They're already doing it. All I gotta do is edit, narrate, voice, energy. Boom. people just make things harder than it has to be. That's all. That's why I just don't really be wanting to work with nobody sometimes. People make shit harder than it has to be. Every single thing is almost get up and go. Almost everything is get up and go. Almost everything. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We've already been live since I think like 8:30 maybe. It's going on 11:30. Put it in the chat. I'll stay live. I'm not in no rush. Wait, what's our battery life looking like? Oh shit, that shit say 9%. Come on, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We not in no rush. We ain't going nowhere. All right? We not in no rush. We ain't going nowhere. Put it in the chat. I can't walk back and forth now because I got my cord in to charge the damn phone. I like to walk back. Oh shit, the shit say 6%. All right, so it might dump. It might kick us for a second because I waited too long to plug this damn thing in. So it might kick us for a second. Oh Lord, it says 5%. Hold on, I'm gonna take it out and then flip it over. Oh, took it out and flip it over. Oh, now it says 4%. It's saying all of the wrong things. All right, so we're about to get kicked for a minute. I'm coming right back. I'm gonna let the phone like charge up for like a moment or some shit, and then I'm coming right back. Cause at this rate, unless this shit turn around and it start going up, we about to be up. Oh, it's going up now. It's going up. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. It's going up now. Woo. I thought it was about to get kicked. You know, like usual and shit. When I forget that the battery died. What else y'all want to talk about? Come on, let's discuss something. Give me a topic. So everybody want to eat. Nah, I mean, we gotta have dreams, fam. Like that. The dreamers are the people that push the world. You know. You think the conformists push the world? The conformists don't push the world. The dreamers push the world, fam. The people willing. Good morning, my brother. All right. The people willing to believe in things that everybody else think is impossible. Those are the people that push the world, man. Those people. Not the conformists. Not the go along to get along motherfuckers. What the hell are they pushing? They just doing what everybody else is doing. It's the people that's willing to step out and do something different. Good morning. It's the people that's willing to step out and do something different. Go against social norms, you know? Not care about being embarrassed, you know? How many people you know is gonna get up in the morning, go to a fucking parking lot and do a damn live in the middle of the street? How many people you know that's confident enough that they could speak as loud as I speak and say things and not sound stupid? How many people you know with that kind of confidence? Bird, freaking birds. How many people? Good morning, my brother. All right. How many people you know got confidence like that? How many hours do I be out here talking? How many people you know got that kind of confidence that they could come out here and talk for as long as I be talking and not be saying something stupid that they embarrassed on? How many people? You got to be ready to step out. Good morning. Good morning. You got to be ready to just do whatever you want to do. You feel me? You got to be ready to just do that. People are so busy trying to do what they think is acceptable, you know, publicly acceptable. You know? Be who you are. Be your true self. So they got this one bird that's running around with food in his mouth. He needs to put the food down in order for him to be able to eat the food. But if he puts the food down, another bird is going to come snatch the food. So he's running around. He ain't flying, fam. He's running. They chasing him on feet. This is hilarious. I'm just telling you. So he gotta escape them because he can't eat the shit until he could put it down. He gotta put it down and he could, it's a bird. He don't got hands, fam. That's hilarious. Y'all ready to talk about let's talk about 6ix9ine for a little while. Let's talk about 6ix9ine for a little while. Could I put this here and it stay still? I don't think I can. I don't think it's gonna fucking stay still. This isn't gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's talk about 6ix9ine for a little while. He gotta go back to see the judge, I believe, on Friday. I heard. He has to go back to see the judge on Friday, I heard. That's one. Two, the people he beat up or got beat up and because of him, apparently they won $10 million a piece. I guess they was just, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what kind of injuries do they think they got that they're gonna get $10 million for? Them niggas is just unrealistic in any regard. They want $10 million a piece. I'll tell you the situation, allegedly how it transpired real quick. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine's dating Jalin, right? Jalin? I think that's how you say her name. Good morning. Jalin? So he's dating Jalin, right? So that's the chick that used to be, she already got a kid with Anol, right? So allegedly he started dating Jalin to get back at Anol because Anol and him called him a rat or there was some shit. People were mad at Tekashi 6ix9ine. So allegedly the guy said something to Tekashi. Tekashi wanted to get even with him, so I'm gonna go have sex with your girl. I just want to say something real quick. Like, fam, is that really where niggas is at with that? That's what I mean by I don't even think people care about going to heaven. Like, I think there's just too many people that don't even care about God. They know he exists. They just don't care. They know he exists. He's a thing. They just don't care. Morning. I mean, you wanted me to write the thing down?
Huh?
You wanted me to write the thing down?
Oh, God, I forgot.
Don't worry about it.
What's it called? NNM.
Don't worry about it. BBNNETWORK. I got your information. Have a blessed day. I got your information. I'm a contractor.
Okay.
Have a blessed day.
You're online now?
Yeah, we've been live that whole time.
When I was talking to you?
Yeah. I'm live.
I
I got 73 people in here.
see.
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Or you can see the people's comments.
Yeah, when they do comment,
Is
they got
anyone-
72 people.
Is anyone commenting when I was talking?
No. Generally, my community, they just listen to what I'm talking about a lot. I wish I would comment more, but nah, they usually just listen.
Okay, you'll get there. Keep the faith.
Okay, I'm keep
God
all
is
of the
good.
faith. Good morning, my brother. I think sometimes, like, your goals and other people's goals don't always align, fam. Good morning. How you doing today? Good? Have a blessed day. So I want to say something. I want to be clear. So he got the whole Jalin girl, right? So he start dating her. Good morning. So he start dating Jalin, right? So that's the Anol guy's baby mama. Allegedly, she's pregnant also. So anyway, so she goes to the DR because she's also makes music. So she's going out there because they're gonna have a song produced, and that's where the producer's at. While she's at the studio, they live in Miami now. So she flies to the DR. Tekashi is supposed to stay in Miami, allegedly. He wasn't leaving, he was staying home. She flies out to DR. She's talking to Tekashi either on the phone or through text or something. And he's asking her where she's at. He's like, he's in the studio. She's in the studio. And that's when Tekashi 6ix9ine pulled up with his people. He pulled up with his people a couple of minutes after, they said like 5 minutes after Jay Ling and the producer left. Tekashi 6ix9ine pulls up, and then they start assaulting people or whatever the case got to go. So now he's locked up in jail. They haven't given him bond. I heard, I don't know how true this is, but I heard allegedly he's gonna snitch on the police and say that the police, or that if he accepted their bribe, they were gonna make the problem go away. So something like that. It's whatever you expect. It's a Tekashi story, fam. There's never no telling what's going on with that guy. I hope he don't need this spot. Yeah, it's a Tekashi story, fam. There's never no telling what could be going on. It's a Tekashi story. You don't never know who's telling the truth. You don't never know who's lying. You don't never know who's doing what, fam. It's the Tekashi story. I don't even understand. And that's another reason why you know that situation revolving around Sarah Molina really hurt him. Because his whole thing at getting back at other people is to have sex with their friends and their girlfriends. So you already know that situation with Sarah Molina, that shit cut that dude deep. He's still having to trying to deal with it. He's still having an issue dealing with that. Because even to this day, that's his reasoning or how he tries to get even with other people. That girl broke up with him. What did he do? Go buy her friend's Birkin bag so he could sleep with them. You understand what I'm saying? So that Sarah Molina situation really hurt him, but I told y'all that it did. I told y'all when the shit happened that it did. Morning. I told y'all that it did. Nobody won in that situation. Sarah Molina didn't win. He didn't win. Shotty didn't win. No, if Shotty had anything to do with anything or whatever the case is. Nobody in that situation won. Everybody in that situation lost. Every last one of them. Bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Everyone lost, man. Because they was all busy trying to get even with each other. Nobody was doing the righteous thing. One person was trying to get even with another person. That person was trying to get even with another person. Nobody wasn't doing the righteous thing. Just telling you my perspective. What's up, my brother? Chilling. How's it going? All right, that's what it is. Have a blessed day. Definitely appreciate you. Salute. Why did the white car get up on them like that? Fam, you gotta back up. What up? What y'all want to talk about? We got 76 people in the room, fam. I'm just standing here. What y'all want to talk about? If we're not going to get to nothing, I think I'm about to get ready to head home. We about to head home. We got to walk. I'm going to use this bathroom right here first. Hold on. See if these guys can take that.
I'm about to just take off my apron and go home. Don't say nothing.
Okay, man. Back. What's up? How you doing today, my brother?
I'm good.
Good?
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's always a blessing to see you, my brother. All right. Thank you. How you doing? Nobody does this type of content. Like, I'm literally the only one. We're the only platform that does content like this, specifically. Nobody does this type of content. Y'all literally just go live, talk my shit, and let y'all hang out with me when I go places. Nobody does content like this, man. Nobody does this content. I think she said something in the bathroom. All right, everything good?
You going out?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let me hold this door for you. I think the lady told the dude not to let me use the bathroom no more, I think. Yes, ma'am. Very happy to help.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Got the storm on.
Appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. I was trying to get out of the one lady way, so I accidentally closed the door on the other shorty. Anyway, we headed back to the crib. Nobody does this type of content. And I'm gonna randomly talk about a thing. Nobody does this content. We done now. We gotta head back to the crib. I gotta get a. And I didn't drop no 10-minute videos yesterday, right? We did extra live, right? Good morning.
Good morning.
We did extra live, right? So I gotta get some video out today. So it's just, and there's another thing that I need to do that y'all don't know nothing about. So there's a couple of things I need to get to. Also, I got random crackheads that's roaming around the neighborhood telling people that I got HIV and that I touch children. So I have all types of different problems that's going on. Like, people just evil, fam. I don't know what to tell you. People just evil. People just evil. I just hope God could find it in his heart to allow for me to encounter less evil people, or at least more people that aren't evil. At least by percentage, if we can't do it by number, you know? At least by percentage, you know? So I don't have no choice. I gotta encounter, X number of evil people over X amount of time, over Z amount of time. Well, I wouldn't want the good people that I meet, to at least be like to the third power, you know, of whatever X is. No, at least that part, you know. So you get, that's all you can ask for sometimes. People are pretty terrible. But there's still good people out there in the world, you know? Some people are just really terrible. You know? There's some crackheads apparently telling people I don't have HIV. That's insane. Y'all see how particular I am with who I sleep with? Like, I'm way pickier than a man should normally be. Literally. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We headed to the crib, though. I got to work on some other things and get some other things going on. So it is what it is. Good morning. It is what it is. Staring at me. Oh, I should have said good morning earlier. Fucking crackheads, man. Just crackheads doing crackhead shit, man. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? All you gotta do is outlive the lie. That's it. When people lie on you, the more you try to prove they lied, the more people gonna probably believe it. You just gotta outlive the damn thing. That's it. So that's all you can do, man. Just outlive the lie. And then people know that the other person is lied. Now they gotta deal with that shit for the rest of their life. You understand? And then now imagine how bad the lie is. So damn, you told a terrible lie on that motherfucker. Like you can't, like you are really a bad person. Like it's not even pretend bad. Like you're not cartoon bad. Like you Nazi bad. Like you're a Nazi like that. Like the fuck? Coincidentally, that's what people are accusing Israel of being right now. At least the Zionists. I'm not saying I'm accusing anybody of anything. I don't even know what's actually happening over there in the Gaza Strip and in Israel. It's just as good as all the information we're getting is tainted as it is that none of the information that we're getting is tainted. You know? Both of those things are still possible. Remember, America's position is no matter what, they're going to go protect Israel. They don't care if Israel came out right now and Benjamin Netanyahu, I'm just saying, hypothetically, came out and said, we are actively going to destroy everybody in that region. We don't care what world politics says. Nobody could stop us. We're going to do this to their babies and do this to that. And I believe that even if they did that, our President Biden would still support them and still back them. Because they literally said that already. When they said no one is innocent, they literally said that already. You do understand that. Benjamin, I just gave you a hypothetical, but it really wasn't a hypothetical because Benjamin Netanyahu literally already said that he doesn't consider anybody over there to be innocent. He said that. That's crazy. Morning. Sheesh. That's crazy. But you heard how I said it the first time. It sounded different, right? Let me cross. It sounded different, right? But that is what he said. Morning. How y'all doing today? Excellent. Sheesh, man. Just people ain't listening, ain't paying attention. Everybody got their own problems they got to deal with. You got haters out here in the world keeping everybody distracted. You know that's why everybody's actually distracted. It's all the haters' fault. Haters keep everybody focusing on shit that's not important. Like when people come up into the chat and they trying to and we having an important conversation and they want to nitpick over a tiny point that don't mean anything. Haters are just there to try to give distractions. Haters is there to prevent progress. So while you busy thinking that person is hating on that person, they not hating on me, how do you not know that your progress isn't tied to the progress of the other individual? I mean, when we realize that we live in a symbiotic environment where every single thing basically reflects and also has a direct or even an indirect influence on everything else, maybe you would treat each other better when you realize that we live in a symbiotic environment. Maybe you'll treat people better. Maybe you'll realize why I keep trying to tell you, you gotta get rid of the haters. It don't matter if they not hating on you. Just telling you what it is, fam. You can do what you want with it. Just telling you what it is, fam. You can do what you want with it. I'm currently living in an imaginary world of some crackheads, apparently. So I don't know what to tell you. Please don't let this guy try to talk to me like he know me. There's a dude waiting by the gate. Please don't let this guy try to talk to me like he know me. Talk to me and say what's up, hi, that's all cool. Hope he don't try to talk to me like he know me and then try to walk in with me, because we're not gonna do that. It's gonna be a scene. It's gonna be a big scene. It's gonna be the biggest scene, fam. And before anybody say anything, yeah, I have the wildest shit happen to me, so this wouldn't be abnormal. This would be right up the alley of what I deal with on an everyday basis. Literally, not even cat. Wouldn't even be cat, man. People be thinking I be rude. I don't be rude. I just have a lot of situations where people do weirdo shit around me. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. I just got a lot of situations where people do weirdo shit around me. I'm not a rude person. I just got boundaries. Just like you got the right to have boundaries. I got boundaries. It's just what it is. Yeah, like the dude that came to trying to pat me up or some shit, like try to check me for weapons. We ain't doing that. Do that shit again. we ain't doing that, fam. At least that's what I thought was going on. I don't know what was actually going on. Could have just, I don't know. Said that other chick was his girlfriend. So he probably not gay. I don't know. People be doing all types of things nowadays. I'm not gonna lie. Nowadays, I assume being gay just means you do everything. Because it seems like everybody that's gay just do everything. Shit, fucking spiders. That's how come I keep grabbing taking all of them home with me. Spider web. About to walk back to the crib. We might do a live in the middle of the day. We do have some outside stuff we supposed to be getting to today. I'm expecting that the crackheads is gonna send people to the two crackhead chicks. I'm suspecting that they're gonna send some people to harass me because we got outside stuff. So whenever I gotta do outside stuff, the crackheads send people to harass me. I don't know if people that gay do the most for no reason all the time. I wouldn't say that. I know some pretty reserved gay people. But I will say, morning, my brother, all right? But I will say that there's an element of flamboyance that some people have that feel like they have been oppressed. And you can see it actually resonate in things that go outside of just the gay people. You can see that resonate with black people. When black people that have been oppressed find themselves in a moment where they feel like there's racism that's occurring, it's the same thing, you know? When we start realizing that a lot of the shit that happens out here is basically the same thing, you start looking at things differently. You start looking at people differently, you know? It's the same thing. It's the same spirit that causes the outburst, is what I'm saying. It's just for different reasons, that's all. And when we start paying attention to that, you start looking at people differently. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you start looking at people differently, you know? But yeah, if this was the 90s, because that's where Black Cross is from, I would be so co-signing what you're saying. Because them gay dudes from the 90s that were flamboyant, they was even worse than the ones that's out here now. Y'all just don't know. That's a fact. So that's where I'm guessing that comment came from. But them dudes that was super flamboyant in the 90s, shit, in the early 2000s, pardon me, not the 90s, the early 2000s, sheesh! Like, they was taking that shit to a whole nother, like, what the fuck? Remember, the one dude got a whole show, RuPaul. He got a whole fucking show behind that shit. Whatever the fuck that was. Then he was trying to say, I'm not gay, I just dress like a woman. Fam! Fam! Fuck is you talking about? Oh, man, I'm gonna let y'all go. I guess we'll go live again at some point today. Shout out to everybody that came by and said hi today. Shout out to Homeboy that pulled up and he was our audience member today. I want to say shout out to the BBN audience members today. We had the Coney Island audience out there. It was just one guy, but he was doing an amazing job. Shout out to him. We had the Coney Island audience out there with us today. It was only one guy, but he was doing an amazing job. So shout out to Homeboy. Shout out to everybody we spoke to today. I appreciate you guys. Everybody, go do something worth doing out here today. Go find something that's worth doing. That you know is coming from a good place. Do it and then stamp God's name on it, right? So we want to do something, at least one thing today in the name of God. So we want to do at least one thing today in the name of God. At least one good thing. Selfless thing. Something that you don't expect nothing for in return. Do at least one good thing in the name of God today. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.